Have you ever felt like you're lost in life? Tired of old habits, negative thoughts, and feeling like you're not truly living in alignment with your true self? You may find yourself going through the motions, yet still feeling unfulfilled, disconnected, or unsure about the direction you're heading. It's like you're living on autopilot, caught in a cycle of routines and beliefs that don't truly reflect who you are deep down inside. And at the same time, you might be yearning for something more, something deeper, more meaningful, and more authentic. We all go through periods in our lives when we feel stuck or uncertain. It's easy to fall into patterns of thinking that limit us, like believing that we are somehow bound to live a life of mediocrity, or that change is just too difficult to achieve.
But what if I told you that there is a way out of these cycles? That within you lies the power to break free from the limitations of your old habits, fears, and doubts. Awakening and personal transformation are journeys that help us do just that. They are not about becoming someone else, but rather about returning to who we truly are, our most authentic, empowered, and free version of ourselves. Awakening is the first step in this transformative process, where you begin to see the world and yourself in a whole new light. It's a shift in perspective that allows you to break free from the illusions and false beliefs you've been living with. It's about waking up to your own potential and realizing that you are more than your circumstances, more than the labels you've been given, and more than the stories you've been told about who you should be. Personal transformation goes hand in hand with awakening. It is the next phase, where you take what you've discovered through your awakening and start to take action. This is where you begin to let go of old habits, thought patterns, and behaviors that no longer serve you, and replace them with new, healthier ways of thinking and living. Personal transformation is not just about making small changes, it's about a profound shift in how you approach life. It's about embracing new possibilities, pushing past your comfort zones, and becoming the person you were always meant to be. In today's video, we will explore these two powerful concepts: awakening and personal transformation. Two concepts that are closely tied to spiritual growth and profound change in our lives. These are not just abstract ideas or vague philosophies, they are practical, actionable steps you can take to create the life you truly desire. We will discuss what it means to awaken to your true self, the signs that you may be ready for transformation, and how to begin the journey of self-discovery and growth. Whether you've already started on your path of awakening or are just beginning to explore the idea, this video will offer insights and tools to help you navigate your journey. We will also look at the challenges that can arise along the way, because transformation is rarely a smooth ride. It's not about perfection, but about progress. It's about understanding that change takes time, effort, and sometimes a bit of courage, but the rewards are absolutely worth it. As you awaken to who you truly are, you start to align more deeply with your passions, your purpose, and your sense of fulfillment. Now, before we dive into the details, I want to take a moment to invite you to be part of this journey with me. If you're ready to explore the deeper aspects of your being and embark on your own process of awakening and transformation, don't forget to hit like, share this video with friends or loved ones who could benefit, and subscribe to my channel. That way, you'll be part of a community that's all about making positive changes in our lives. Together, we can dive deep into topics that not only bring insight, but can also lead to real transformation in our everyday lives. So, if you're ready to discover more about awakening and personal transformation, let's jump in and explore how these journeys can help you uncover your true self and live a life filled with purpose, peace, and fulfillment. Awakening is a deeply transformative experience. It is not a simple event or a one-time occurrence that happens overnight. Instead, awakening is a process, one that unfolds over time, and it can be a gradual yet profound shift in how we perceive ourselves and the world around us. Awakening is often described as waking up from a long slumber, but it goes beyond just a moment of clarity. It represents a shift in consciousness that allows us to break free from the illusions and limiting beliefs that have shaped our perceptions for so long. This shift opens up a new perspective on life, where we begin to see things as they truly are, unclouded by the judgments, fears, and expectations that often limit our growth. At its core, awakening is about awareness. It begins when we start to realize that we are not our thoughts, our emotions, or our circumstances. For most of us, we spend a large portion of our lives identifying with our thoughts and feelings, believing that they define who we are. We often think that we are the sum of our experiences, or that we are limited by the situations we find ourselves in. This is the illusion that awakening helps us see through. Awakening is the realization that we are much more than the roles we play or the labels we carry. We are infinite beings with immense potential, capable of far more than we often allow ourselves to believe. In order to truly awaken, we need to shift our focus inward. Awakening involves becoming conscious of our own thoughts and emotions, stepping back and observing them instead of being consumed by them. We begin to notice the patterns in our thinking, the negative self-talk, the limiting beliefs, the stories we tell ourselves about who we are and what we can or cannot do. Through this process, we start to see that these thoughts and beliefs are not who we truly are. They are simply mental constructs that have been built over time. We begin to recognize that we have the power to change these beliefs and transform our reality. This newfound awareness allows us to tap into our true potential and live a life that is more in line with our authentic selves. The feeling of awakening can vary from person to person, but for many, it comes as a sudden moment of clarity or a shift in perception. It may feel like a light has been turned on inside, and suddenly, everything becomes clear. It's as though a veil has been lifted, and we can see the world and ourselves in a completely new way. This shift can happen gradually, or it can come in an instant, as if the fog of confusion and uncertainty has suddenly cleared. Some people experience awakening as a deep sense of peace and inner knowing, while for others, it may come with a sense of awe or wonder as they begin to understand the vastness and interconnectedness of all things. For many people, awakening also feels like a deep waking up from the unconscious sleep of everyday life. We go through life on autopilot, reacting to circumstances without fully engaging with the present moment. We may be so caught up in the daily grind, the demands of work, relationships, and responsibilities that we forget to truly live. Awakening is the moment when we become present, when we stop just existing and start truly living. It's when we begin to see that life is not just about surviving or getting through the day, but about experiencing every moment with awareness, intention, and purpose. It's important to note that awakening is not a one-time event that happens and then is over. It's an ongoing process, one that deepens and unfolds over time. While some people may experience a sudden and dramatic awakening, for most, it is a journey of continued self-discovery and growth. As we continue to awaken, we peel back layers of illusion and self-deception, uncovering deeper truths about ourselves and the world around us. This process can be both exciting and challenging, as it requires us to confront our fears, let go of old patterns, and embrace change. For many, awakening brings a renewed sense of purpose and connection to the world. We begin to realize that we are not separate from others or from the universe itself. We are part of something much greater, and this realization can be incredibly liberating. It allows us to move beyond the limitations of our ego and connect with a deeper, more universal aspect of ourselves. We begin to see the interconnectedness of all things and recognize that our actions, thoughts, and energy have an impact on the world around us. At the same time, awakening can also bring up feelings of discomfort or confusion. As we begin to shed old beliefs and patterns, we may experience resistance, both from within ourselves and from the world around us. Change is not always easy, and the process of awakening often requires us to step outside of our comfort zone and confront aspects of ourselves that we may have been avoiding. It may feel like a roller coaster ride, full of highs and lows, moments of clarity and confusion, but ultimately it's a journey toward greater freedom, authenticity, and inner peace. The experience of awakening is different for everyone. Some people may have a single, life-changing moment that shifts their perspective forever, while others may go through a series of smaller awakenings over time. Regardless of how it unfolds, one thing is certain: awakening is a process that leads to profound change. It opens up new possibilities, clears away old blockages, and gives us the opportunity to live a life that is more aligned with our true essence. If you've ever experienced a shift in your life, a moment of clarity, a sudden realization, or a sense of waking up to a new truth, don't forget to like the video and share it with friends so they can awaken alongside you. Awakening is a journey best shared. and by spreading this message, we can help others embark on their own path of self-discovery and transformation. And make sure to subscribe for more insights on personal growth, spiritual awakening, and how to live a life that is in alignment with your truest self. As we move forward in this video, we'll continue exploring how awakening leads to personal transformation and the changes it can bring into your life. Let's dive deeper into this journey of self-discovery and growth together. Personal transformation is not just about making a few changes here and there or adopting new habits. It's about profound change at the core of who we are, our thinking, emotions, and actions. It's about shedding the old layers of who we thought we were and embracing a more authentic version of ourselves. Personal transformation goes far beyond the surface level. It's a rebirth of the individual, where we let go of our past limitations and begin to live a life that is more meaningful, more aligned with our true essence. At its heart, personal transformation is about growth. It's the process of moving from a life that may have been dictated by external circumstances, societal expectations, and conditioned beliefs, to a life that is shaped by your own conscious choices, your deepest desires, and your personal truth. Transformation means shifting from a state of survival, of simply getting by, to a state of thriving, of fully engaging with life. It's about unlocking your true potential and stepping into a life that brings you fulfillment, purpose, and peace. Personal transformation begins with awakening. It's only once we awaken to the truth about ourselves and the world around us that we are able to embark on this profound journey of change. When we awaken, we begin to see things differently. We start to realize that we are not bound by our past, by the stories we've told ourselves, or by the limits we've placed on our potential. Awakening opens our eyes to the reality that we have the power to change, to transform, and to become the person we were always meant to be. From this point, transformation begins to unfold naturally. Once we've experienced this awakening, the next step is to begin changing the way we live, interact, and think. We start questioning the old patterns that have been holding us back. We recognize the habits, beliefs, and behaviors that no longer serve us, and we begin to make conscious choices to break free from them. Transformation involves developing new ways of thinking and being. It's about making decisions that are more aligned with our true self and consistently choosing growth, even when it feels uncomfortable or challenging. But transformation is not easy. Despite its power and the incredible rewards it brings, personal transformation is a challenging journey. It's an inner battle where you confront your deepest fears, insecurities, and unresolved issues. It requires courage, persistence, and self-compassion. The process is rarely smooth or straightforward. It's full of highs and lows, moments of clarity, and times of confusion. As we transform, we often have to face parts of ourselves that we'd rather avoid. The old wounds, limiting beliefs, and self-doubts that we've been carrying for years. This is why personal transformation can feel so intense and sometimes overwhelming. It's not just about changing your habits or behavior. It's about going to the root of who you are, confronting your inner shadows, and doing the work of healing and growth. While it may feel daunting at times, the rewards of personal transformation are immense. As you shed the old layers of conditioning and limitation, you begin to experience greater freedom. You start to feel more aligned with your true self, and life begins to take on a deeper sense of meaning and purpose. The challenges you face during transformation become opportunities for growth as you gain new insights, strength, and resilience along the way. To truly understand the power of personal transformation, let's take a look at a few examples of famous figures who experienced profound changes in their own lives. One such example is Oprah Winfrey. Oprah's journey is one of incredible personal transformation. She grew up in poverty and faced tremendous adversity, but her story is one of overcoming immense challenges and turning her life around in a remarkable way. She transformed herself from a victim of her circumstances into a global media mogul, philanthropist, and influential thought leader. Oprah's transformation wasn't just about external success. It was about a shift in how she saw herself and the world. Through her own awakening, Oprah learned to tap into her inner strength, to trust her intuition, and to live a life of authenticity and purpose. Another example of personal transformation is Steve Jobs. Jobs' journey is a testament to the power of vision, perseverance, and the willingness to embrace change. He went through a period of failure and self-doubt early in his career, even being ousted from the very company he founded. Yet instead of seeing this as the end, Jobs saw it as an opportunity for transformation. His experience taught him to let go of old ideas and embrace new possibilities. When he returned to Apple, he led the company to revolutionize the tech industry with groundbreaking products like the iPhone and iPad. Jobs' transformation wasn't just about business success, it was about an internal shift that allowed him to see opportunities where others saw obstacles, and to create products that changed the world. These examples of Oprah and Jobs show that personal transformation is not about changing external circumstances alone, it's about an internal shift that drives action. Transformation begins from within, and it is through this internal shift that we are able to change the direction of our lives. When we are open to transformation, we can change our beliefs, develop new skills, and cultivate a mindset that allows us to thrive, no matter what challenges we face. There are also countless examples of ordinary individuals who have undergone extraordinary transformations. People who have overcome addiction, healed from trauma, changed careers, or turned their lives around after facing significant hardships. These stories remind us that personal transformation is not limited to a select few. It is available to everyone who is willing to do the inner work and commit to their growth. Whether you're someone who has experienced a major life change or someone who is just beginning to embark on the journey of personal transformation, know that this path is available to you. All it takes is the willingness to start and the courage to keep going when things get tough. Personal transformation is an ongoing process. It's not something that happens overnight, but rather something that unfolds over time. It requires patience, self-compassion, and a willingness to keep going even when the journey feels difficult. But the rewards are immense. As you transform, you begin to align more deeply with your true self, your purpose, and your potential. You become more resilient, more confident, and more capable of navigating the challenges that life presents. You start to create a life that is not just about surviving, but about thriving. I'm sure you've realized that personal transformation is challenging, but incredibly rewarding. If you're inspired by the examples of people who have transformed their lives, make sure to like this video and share it with anyone seeking change in their life. You never know who might be waiting for that nudge to begin their own journey of transformation. And don't forget to subscribe to keep exploring these powerful personal development topics so we can continue growing together. Let's dive deeper into the transformative power of personal growth and discover how to bring lasting change into our lives. Awakening and personal transformation are deeply interconnected. Awakening is the first step in the journey of personal change. It is the moment when you realize that you are not bound by the limitations of your past, your old beliefs, or your circumstances. It's the recognition that you have the power to break free from these constraints and create a new reality for yourself. This awareness is the spark that ignites the fire of transformation. Once you awaken to your own potential, you begin to see the world and yourself in a completely new light. You no longer see yourself as a victim of life's circumstances, but as someone who has the ability to shape their future. Personal transformation happens when you take that awareness and turn it into action. It's one thing to recognize your potential, but it's an entirely different process to start making the necessary changes in your life. This transformation occurs when you begin to change the way you think, feel, and act. It's about making conscious decisions to step outside your comfort zone, break old habits, and replace them with new, healthier ones. Transformation is a process that requires consistent effort. It's not enough to just be aware of the changes you want to make. You need to act on those realizations and begin the work of reprogramming your mind, your emotions, and your behavior. The journey of personal transformation is not always easy, but it is one of the most rewarding experiences you will ever go through. It requires courage to confront your fears, to let go of old patterns and habits, and to embrace new ways of being. This process is often uncomfortable, as it involves stepping into the unknown and challenging the parts of yourself that you have held onto for so long. But as you begin to take action and make changes, you start to see the fruits of your efforts. The more you act in alignment with your awakening, the more you begin to shift your reality. Your relationships improve, your health becomes better, and your overall sense of well-being increases. As you change internally, your external world begins to shift in response. How does profound change happen? It happens when awakening leads to action. It's not just about becoming aware of who you are and what you're capable of. It's about turning that awareness into tangible changes in your life. Awakening provides the clarity you need to see what has been holding you back. But personal transformation takes that clarity and translates it into meaningful action. You begin to develop new habits that support your growth, such as practicing mindfulness, exercising regularly, or setting goals that align with your true desires. You start to respond to challenges with a new mindset, one that sees obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than as insurmountable problems. The process of transformation also requires you to shift your emotional landscape. Many of us carry emotional baggage from the past, fear, guilt, shame, anger that keeps us stuck in old patterns. Awakening brings awareness to these emotions, but transformation is about releasing them. It's about healing from past wounds and learning to manage your emotions in a healthy way. Personal transformation involves cultivating emotional intelligence and learning how to process and express emotions in a constructive manner. This shift in emotional awareness allows you to approach life with greater resilience and adaptability, enabling you to face challenges without being overwhelmed by them. The importance of awakening and personal transformation cannot be overstated. When you undergo this journey of self-discovery and change, it doesn't just affect you, it has a ripple effect on everyone around you. As you transform, you begin to show up differently in your relationships, your work, and your community. You start to live in a way that is more authentic and true to who you really are. This authenticity naturally inspires others to start their own journey of transformation. People around you will notice the changes in you and may begin to ask themselves how they can create similar transformations in their own lives. By embodying the principles of awakening and personal transformation, you become a living example of what is possible. But the impact of your transformation goes beyond just inspiring others. Awakening and personal transformation also have a profound impact on your sense of fulfillment and purpose. When you begin to live in alignment with your true self, you naturally feel more connected to the world around you. You start to feel that your life has a deeper meaning and that you are part of something much larger than yourself. This connection to your true self is what leads to greater happiness and inner peace. You no longer feel like you're just going through the motions of life. Instead, you are actively creating a life that is meaningful and purposeful. The benefits of awakening and personal transformation are vast and far-reaching. As you awaken to your true self and begin the process of personal transformation, you will notice that you experience life in a more vibrant and fulfilling way. You will feel more connected to others and to the world around you. Your relationships will improve because you are no longer carrying the emotional baggage or limiting beliefs that once held you back. You will begin to create healthier, more meaningful connections with others because you are able to show up as your true self. You will also notice a reduction in stress and anxiety. One of the most significant benefits of awakening and personal transformation is that it allows you to step out of the cycle of worry and fear that many people live in. When you are fully awake and aligned with your true self, you learn to trust yourself and the process of life. You no longer feel like you're constantly fighting against the flow of life, but rather, you learn to surrender to it and move with it. This shift in perspective can drastically reduce feelings of stress and anxiety, as you stop feeling like you need to control everything around you. Additionally, personal transformation leads to a sense of inner peace. When you are no longer defined by your past or limited by your fears, you can truly experience peace in the present moment. This peace comes from knowing that you are enough, just as you are. It comes from living in alignment with your values and purpose, and from letting go of the need for external validation. Personal transformation gives you the confidence and self-assurance to live life on your own terms, knowing that you are creating a life that is authentic and fulfilling. Awakening and personal transformation are life-changing processes that not only bring profound benefits to your own life, but also to the lives of those around you. As you awaken to your true potential and begin to transform, you create a ripple effect that spreads out into the world. Your transformation becomes a source of inspiration, hope, and possibility for others. You begin to live with purpose, feel more connected to your true self,
reduce stress and anxiety, improve your relationships, and create a more meaningful life. If you feel awakened and ready to transform your life, don't forget to like and share this video. Help others who might be ready to start their own journey of awakening and personal transformation. And make sure to subscribe to join me as we continue exploring how to live fully and authentically. This journey is just beginning, and together we can continue to explore the power of transformation and the profound changes it can bring to our lives. As we come to the end of this video, let's take a moment to reflect on the key points we've explored. We've delved into the concepts of awakening and personal transformation, two powerful and interconnected journeys that can profoundly change our lives.
Awakening, as we've seen, is not just about becoming aware of our thoughts, emotions, or circumstances. It's a profound shift in how we perceive life. It's the moment when we begin to see the world and ourselves in a new light, free from the limitations and illusions that have held us back. This awareness is the first crucial step in the process of transformation. But awakening is just the beginning. Personal transformation takes that newfound awareness and turns it into action. It's about making real, lasting changes in our lives, altering the way we think, the way we feel, and the way we act. Transformation is not simply about changing a few habits. It's about an internal shift that shapes every aspect of our lives. It's about letting go of old patterns that no longer serve us and embracing new ways of thinking, being, and living. It's a process of becoming more aligned with our true self, stepping into our fullest potential, and creating a life that is authentic, fulfilling, and meaningful. Throughout this video, we've seen how awakening and personal transformation are deeply connected. One doesn't happen without the other. Awakening gives us the clarity and insight we need to start the journey of transformation, and transformation is the process of taking that insight and using it to create real, lasting change. These two processes work together to help us break free from old patterns, unlock our true potential, and build a life that reflects who we truly are. We've also discussed that transformation is not easy. It's a challenging journey that requires courage, persistence, and self-compassion. It's about facing our fears, healing old wounds, and learning to navigate life in a new way. But as we've seen, the rewards of awakening and transformation are profound. They allow us to live a more connected, purposeful, and fulfilling life. We begin to reduce stress and anxiety, improve our relationships, and feel more aligned with our true self. These changes ripple outward, affecting not just our own lives, but the lives of those around us as well. If you found this video helpful and feel that it can guide you on your journey of awakening and personal transformation, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. By sharing this video, you can help others who are on the same path, allowing them to discover the power of awakening and transformation in their own lives. Make sure you subscribe so you won't miss future videos on how to live a meaningful, transformative life. We are all on this journey together, and by sharing our experiences, insights, and support, we can continue to grow and transform in ways that bring us closer to the lives we truly deserve. Thank you so much for watching. I'm excited to continue this journey with you and explore even more powerful tools and insights for living an awakened, transformed, and fulfilling life.